Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage. Married at 25, divorced at 28.
Star Maya Khalifa has gone viral this week with some marriage advice that she offered to her Instagram followers.
29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes.
Ever wonder why celebs can't stop talking about politics? It's like they're allergic to staying in their lane. But here's the kicker. Most of them don't know what they're talking about. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. In this video, we're gonna take a look at some of the cringiest moments when celebs tried to get all woke and political. Trust me, you'll be laughing and shaking your head at the same time. You ever notice how celebs can't stop yakking about politics? It's like they've got nothing better to do than lecture us mere mortals. And let me tell you, some of these hot takes are colder than a penguin's toes. Let's kick things off with Mia Khalifa. Yeah, that Mia Khalifa. She's out here bragging about her failed marriages like they're Olympic medals or something. Get this, she's comparing herself to Tom Brady.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game.
Star Maya Khalifa has gone viral this week with some marriage advice that she offered to her Instagram followers.
But here's the thing, Tom's got Super Bowl rings. Mia's got what exactly? A stack of divorce papers, and she's not stopping there. Nope, Mia's dishing out relationship advice too. Says marriage is just paperwork. Real classy, right? I mean, who wouldn't want love tips from someone with a track record smoother than a gravel road?
This is what happens when women try to make sports analogies.
Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage. Married at 25, divorced at 28.
Matt Walsh wasn't having any of it. He called her out, saying taking advice from Mia is like learning to drive from someone who totaled 3 cars.
Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowl rings because he was victorious in 7 Super Bowls.
29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes.
Ouch. But he's got a point, doesn't he? Now, let's talk about Katy Perry. You'd think someone that famous would know how to read a room. Guess fame doesn't come with common sense, huh? So picture this. An American Idol contestant shares a story about surviving a school shooting. Heavy stuff, right?
May 2018, a gunman walked into my school. Lost a lot of friends. 8 students were killed. 2 teachers were killed. Room 1, he shot up art room 2. Before he made his way to art room 1.
Most people would offer some words of comfort, maybe a hug, but not our Katy. No, she decides this is the perfect moment to make it all about her. Instead of focusing on the kid's trauma, Katy starts blubbering about how scared she is. Like, seriously? A contestant just poured their heart out about a life-threatening experience, and you're worried about your feelings.
What you doing, Katy?
Our country has failed us.
Facts.
Not because you had to go through that.
I agree.
This is not okay. You should be singing here because you love music.
It's true.
Walsh didn't hold back on this one either. He called her out for classic narcissism. And honestly, can you blame him? It's textbook me behavior.
Cannot ignore the incredible narcissism on display here by her. He is calmly recounting his own horrific experience. She even relates it back to herself somehow. I'm scared too, she says, as her fellow judges comfort her. And Perry uses it as a platform to put on this over-the-top emotional performance.
You know, it's almost like these celebs can't help themselves. Always gotta be the center of attention, even when it's completely inappropriate. It's like they're allergic to letting someone else have the spotlight for 5 minutes. And get this, a recent survey showed that only 29% of Americans trust celebrity opinions on political matters. Compare that to the 56% who trust average Americans.
They start patting her on the back and comforting her while the kid who was actually in the shooting stands there and watches.
You didn't have to lose 8 friends. I hope that you remind people that we have to change.
Looks like people are starting to wise up to the Hollywood circus act. So next time a celeb starts spouting off about politics or relationships or whatever, maybe take it with a grain of salt. Or better yet, a whole shaker. Cause chances are they know about as much as a cat knows about astrophysics. You thought those celeb hot takes were bad. Wanna know how to lose $250 million faster than you can say #activism? Just ask Disney. Their recent forays into woke filmmaking have been about as successful as teaching a goldfish to juggle. Take Lightyear and Strange World. These Disney flicks bombed so hard they cost the company over $250 million. Why? Cause they were more focused on pushing political agendas than actually entertaining people. It's like they forgot they're in the movie business, not running for office. And it's not just their movies taking a hit. Disney decided to play politics by opposing Florida's Parental Rights and Education Act. Real smart move, guys. They lost tax perks and special privileges faster than you can say Mickey Mouse. I guess they thought being woke would make them more money. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Then there's The Little Mermaid remake. Talk about a fish out of water. Critics were falling over themselves to praise it, probably because they were scared of being called racist if they didn't. But guess what? Regular folks weren't buying it. The movie barely scraped by its box office projections, earning $117 million instead of $120 million on opening weekend. Now, compare that to Super Mario Brothers. No political BS, just good old-fashioned fun. And what do you know? It raked in $146 million. Turns out people go to the movies to escape reality, not get lectured about it. Who would have thought it's like these Hollywood bigwigs are in a competition to see who can lose the most money pushing woke agendas? And let me tell you, it's a tight race. They're so busy trying to score points with Twitter activists, they forgot about the average Joe who just wants to watch a decent flick without feeling like they're sitting through a political rally. You gotta wonder, do these celebs and movie execs ever stop to think about the real world consequences of their actions? Or are they too busy patting themselves on the back for being so progressive? Seems like they're more interested in virtue signaling than making good movies or, turning a profit. So next time you hear about a new groundbreaking Hollywood movie, maybe think twice before buying that ticket. Chances are you're in for 2 hours of preaching disguised as entertainment. And honestly, who needs that? So what have we learned from all this celebrity nonsense? Maybe these Hollywood types should stick to what they're good at. Acting, singing, or whatever it is they do. Cause when it comes to real world issues, they're about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Next time some A-lister starts preaching about politics or social issues, just remember, being famous doesn't make you smart. It's like Matt Walsh said, just because they're famous doesn't mean they're smart. And boy, does it show. Here's a wild idea. How about we start thinking for ourselves? Don't let some millionaire in a mansion tell you how to live your life. They're not exactly in touch with reality, are they? I mean, when was the last time one of these celebs had to worry about paying bills or finding a job? So next time a Hollywood star tries to lecture you, just laugh it off. Or better yet, change the channel. Cause at the end of the day, your opinion matters just as much as theirs. Maybe even more, since you actually live in the real world.